You guys ready? I'll take that as a yes. Yeah. Hello world. Hello YouTube world. This is Mathematics 1. What's today's date? This is November 15th, and it's 1:30, and we're about to get into this new lesson. Mr. Gonzalez would like to say hi.
Was Gucci.
I'm not sure what that means. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, gentlemen, here we go. Here we go. The first thing I want you to write. The first thing I want you to write is, in order to write, I'm going to write this down. In order to write the equation of a line, you need two things. Nice. So the title is Writing Linear Equations. I'm willing and ready to give an extra stamp for someone to give me the two things to write an equation of a line. I actually mentioned in warm-up. Extra stamp now. Hit it.
Graph, right?
To write the equation, though.
The y-intercept and slope.
Rocha got it. She got it right before you, Valdez. Thank you, though. So the two things you need, ready? The two things you need are the slope. Going to write slope, number 1. And the second thing you need is, what was the other one, Miss Rocha? Well, what does the B refer to? The y what? Intercept, huh? So put y intercept. Yes, Miss Reynosa. Okay. What is the variable, Mr. Valdez, for slope all the time?
Variable.
That we always designate for slope?
What do you mean, like?
Is it A, B, C, D?
Oh, it's
The delta y, delta x formula?
B.
B is this one, huh? Going to put B? What's the variable that we always use to designate the slope? Relax, 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 relax. Okay. Right here, huh?
No,
M. M. So going to put M. Well, x is always whatever the input value is for the equation. The slope is always, you multiply the slope by the x all the time. Now, so on the warm-up that Miss Rocha did, these are the exact two things she needed, and those are the two things she identified on that graph when she wrote the equation. She looked for the slope, she looked for the y-intercept, she was ready to write it in this form, what we call the slope-intercept form. Go write slope-intercept form. This is a review right now. Slope-intercept form. Awesome. One more time, Rocha, for me. Beautiful. So y is mx plus b. You can see the slope, you can see the y-intercept right in front of you in red. You see both items. Given that we need both items to write an equation, look at example 1. Example 1 on your notes. Ready, Rodriguez? Here we go. Write the equation of the line. Watch this. So put example 1 on your notes. Good. Write the equation of the line. Of the line. Now, I'm not going to do what I did on warm-up. I threw a graph at you on warm-up, and Rocha was able to do that on the board. Look what I'm going to throw at you. I'm going to throw a slope. Okay? And I'm going to throw a point that it passes through. So whatever this line looks like, it has this slope. That's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you some cards. I'm dealing you with some cards. And I'm saying, look, the line that we're thinking of, it actually passes through that point, negative 2, 1, on the graph. Well, yeah, right, M is slope. Okay, now, the mission is write the equation in slope-intercept form that looks like this, given the fact that I've given you the slope, and I've given you a point that it passes through. So right now, we don't have to graph it. Just imagine a line passing through that point, negative 2, 1's on the coordinate plane on the xy axis. It's passing to negative 2, 1 and has a slope. I'm asking for, give me the equation of that line that you're imagining. Now, here's how we do this. What are the two things we need to write in the equation of a line? Beautiful. We just wrote that down 5 minutes ago. There it is. Between these two things, what have I given you? Right. So out of the two items that are necessary, I've given you this one. Right, on example 1? I've given you the slope, but I haven't given you the y-intercept. But I have given you the point where it crosses through. Negative 2, 1. Which is an x and y coordinate, right? Right, we could still find b using some algebra, and that's exactly what we're going to cover today. Okay, so this point that the line goes through is an x and y coordinate. We have the slope. We need to find our b, our y-intercept. So let me, in red, you're going to do this with me, go ahead and write y equals mx plus b. Let's do some substitution. I want to find my y-intercept, this. I don't know what the y-intercept is. This example did not give me the y-intercept. All this example gave me, again, like Valdez said, is the slope, and we have an x and y point that it goes through. All right. What can I replace the m with from what they've given us? Okay, beautiful. What can I replace the x with? Awesome. Okay, that's an x coordinate, right? How about the y? You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Big time. Notice, in y equals mx plus b, there's actually 4 unknowns, but we know 3 of them. We know the x, we know the slope, we know the y. We can figure out what the y-intercept is now by plugging and chugging and then isolating b, getting b by itself. We'll know our y-intercept without even having to graph jack. We don't have to graph anything. Let's do it. Let's do it. So wherever I see y, I'm replacing it with 1. You with me, Rodriguez? Wherever I see m, I'm replacing it with negative 3. X with negative 2. We're rocking and rolling. Plus b. So notice how b is still unknown. That's what we're going to isolate. We're going to get b by itself, then we'll know b, then we'll be in a position to write the equation. Because remember, we need two things. We need the slope and the y-intercept. Right now we have the slope. We need to find the y-intercept to write the equation. And we're in business. Let's do it. Help. What should I do? Please. What? You're awesome. What does that become? We're rocking and rolling. Look at this. Are you guys, is this really that hard? That's a bold statement. Do we have Math 4, Miss Reynosa, the counselor? We can add Math 4 just for Rocha. Just for Rocha. I'll get back to you on that one. Here we go. Ready? Bring down the equal sign. B is help, please. You're awesome. 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Are we done with the mission? Well, we got our y-intercept, but the mission is, I said, write the equation of the line. And we do it. For right here, huh? Hold it. Let's get it. Go ahead, and then what else?
And then I forgot.
What are the two things we need to write the equation of a line?
The slope and y-intercept.
So replace those puppies with those puppies. Replace the slope with what the slope is. Replace the y-intercept with what the y-intercept is, and we're in business. Do we know the slope? Right here, huh? We know our y-intercept? Right here. We're ready to rock and roll. I'll put it in green. Here we go. Y equals mx plus b. Here's our final equation now that describes the line. We are now in a position to write the equation, right? Gonzalez, here we go. Y is, nice, negative 3x plus negative 5. We're done. Mission accomplished.
You don't have to do the plus and negative, right?
Right, we could put minus, but plus negative, yeah, means the same thing. Good question. Excuse me? Yeah? Let's try example 2. I'm telling you. But remember, I'm setting you guys up for the kill tomorrow, so don't get too confident. Just kidding. Here we go. It's going to get a little more tougher. It's not going to stay this easy. I'm setting you up. So write the equation of the line given. Here we go. I'm going to set up the same way. Here's a slope. Here's a y-intercept. Stay with me. Yeah, this is number 2. Here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to give you a slope. And it passes through this point now. It passes through the point 3, 5. Go and start that one. Why walk around?
So you can switch it?
Yes, because they mean the same thing.
So it doesn't matter negative,
Minus 1 and plus negative 1 mean the same thing.
also like if you were to switch it like you did, just put a negative 1.
Like, right? That's fine. Or minus 1 means the same thing.
Right.
Last example, you guys. You guys are doing excellent for Tuesday. No, for Wednesday. Huh? I need more coffee. I thought I gave you the title.
Writing in your equation.
Right linear equations, remember? Let's do it. Last example. Now, this example, you're going to like this one, Rodriguez and Ortiz. If you can do this example without my help, I'll count it as one whole assignment. You're done. Any assignment of your choice, you tell me, give me full credit for that one, Mugia, and I'll punch it in my computer.
Can we even save it?
Like a future one, you mean?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Okay.
Alright.
But, watch this. Here's a caveat. If you're going to save it, caveat means a condition. If you're going to save it, you can't use I don't have to do anything today, Mugia. I have my free assignment pass. In other words, you can't use it for on productivity. If you're going to save it, it's maybe for a day you're absent and you want to turn it in, something like that. But you can't be like, I'm just going to stare at my phone today, Mugia. I have my assignment pass. Okay? In that case, you can use it.
It's whoever does it, not first place or just first
That's true. Huh? One more time.
Is it first place or whoever does it?
Whoever does it within the 5-minute frame. It's actually not that bad. If you just think logically, because that's all math is, you can do this. You ready? You sure?
Yeah.
Puente, you ready?
Hopefully this can be fun.
Watch, check this out.
Something we never learned in your high school, yeah. They're gonna teach us later. He's gonna be away, so these guys won't get an extra.
Here we go.
Give them a hard one. Right? We have to keep copying that.
This is the third one of our notes. It's up to you.
thinking, oh no. You can do it on your shirt, mister. You have a graphic.
Thank you so much, Gonzalez.
So it's gonna be tweaked later?
Go. 5 minutes. Free assignment pass. Free assignment pass. Rios, you got this. Think about it.
How many equations for? What, two?
Think, you guys. Come on. Done. I'm done. I got it already. Thanks for the plus. I got it already. I'm gonna get the free assignment pass.
Free day off.
Hey, I like that. Good idea. That's a great idea. I got the free assignment pass. That's all I know. Do it. Let's do it. I need some coffee first. This is where the power is at right here. Let's do it. So we need two things to write an equation, the slope and the y-intercept. I have neither, but I do have 2 points, and if I have 2 points, I can find the slope using the slope formula. Now, Puente, this is where I'm going to give you an assignment to get you caught up on this formula. Please, before you guys break my heart, please don't break my heart, actually. What's the slope formula? To find the slope of any 2 points of a line? Gracias. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's find the slope that passes through these 2 points. Watch this. Let's see. Delta y means change in y. Look at the change, the vertical change. So let me take the 2 y values and subtract those puppies. Watch this. Rocha, please. Watch this. Y and y. Where the heck is my...
So I was doing it correct.
Oh, shoot. That's crazy. Say it one more time. There we go. All right, so y and y. Y. So change in y, that's going to be a 3 minus a 1. And then x's, watch this. X, negative 3 minus a negative 5. Look at that. So 3 minus 1 is going to be a 2. Negative 3 minus a negative 5. Careful here. Watch this. This becomes a plus plus. Is that a negative 2 or positive 2? So this becomes 1 on. The slope is 1.
Dude, I was doing that.
You had it.
And I gave up.
So look at the slope is 1. So any of your lines had a slope of 1? Abel, you had a negative 2 slope. Good try.
That was
Abel Gonzalez. And this is Samuel Gonzalez, you had a negative 5 slope. Valdez, you had a negative 3. Rodriguez, no, who's this? Rios. This Rios is 4. Rodriguez, you had a negative 2.
Who's the closest?
Well, let's see. Let's keep going. So slope is 1. Yes. Plus positive 5. All right, let's find our B now. What the heck is our B? We have no clue what our B is. Unless we graphed it, but we don't have any graph paper, so we don't need graph paper. We know algebra now. So let me write y equals mx plus b. And let me start plugging and chugging. What should I replace m with? Thank you. How about x and y? Right. I have 2 points to choose from. Take your pick. It doesn't matter which ones. Because remember, I showed you on one of any point on the line is a solution, no matter where you pick it. So you can substitute x and y with these, with -5 and 1, or -3 and 3. It doesn't matter. Take your pick. I'll do the first one. So I'll replace x with -5 right there. And I'll replace y with 1 right there. Then we'll find our b like we just did in examples 1 and 2, and we're in business. Questions so far? Any questions? We're rocking and rolling. Let's do it. Dodger blue time. I'll replace y with 1. So you're doing this with me, right, Ortiz? Come on, man. Stay with me. I'm replacing y with 1. I'm replacing the slope with 1. I'm replacing x with -5 and plus b. Here we go. 1 equals 1 times -5 is help. Thank you. -5 plus b. How to get b by itself? So b then is 6. So our line then, here we go, we're ready to write it. We have our b, we have our m.
Oh, hell. That is right.
No way.
X plus 6, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Why did you say something? Y equals 1x plus 6.
Dude, we both messed up.
There it is.
I was the closest.
Wow.
I have to be the closest.
You're